What's up, Falcons fans? You're watching Falcons Today by Chat Sports, and coming up in just a few moments, we're going to answer a lot of your questions. Shout out to the real ones for sending in a bunch on our community post. We're going to save some ones that we didn't get to for a future video, so stay tuned for that. But first, let's get you caught up with the injury report heading into this matchup this weekend. Arnold Ebiketie dealing with a forearm injury. We'll see what happens there. Chuba Idoga with the knee injury. Cordero Patterson, just a rest day, so I think he'll be fine. And then Jalen Dalton dealing with a toe injury. For the Steelers, a lot more names involved. Najee Harris with an oblique. Minkah Fitzpatrick with a ribs injury. Same with T.J. Watt. Miles Jack has a knee injury. Akella Witherspoon, a hamstring. Robert Spillane, an oblique. Mason Cole, a foot injury. Larry Ogunjobi, a toe injury. Miles Boykin, an oblique. And then Jalen Warren with the hamstring injury as well. So, big game for the Falcons. If you can beat the Steelers, you're still right in the hunt there in the NFC South. All right, let's get to your questions here. We'll start with Dynasty Gamer. Do you think the Falcons getting Lamar Jackson in the offseason is a legitimate option? I think he would fit perfectly with this Falcons running offense. Yeah, I mean, I think Lamar Jackson, with the way this team can already run the football, would make this offense very dynamic. Now, we'll see what happens in Baltimore. Obviously, he's had a hell of a start to his career, won the MVP back in 2019 for Baltimore, and is putting together a solid campaign again this season. But could you imagine him in the ATL kind of bringing back that Michael Vick energy as just a dynamic running quarterback in Atlanta? I think it could be a lot of fun. Now, I think it's a long shot because Lamar Jackson is still going to be under team control, as the Ravens will almost certainly franchise tag him. But you can dream, and maybe he ends up being a tag and trade candidate. Who knows? We know how special of a runner Lamar is. I mean, if he's healthy, he's very hard to tackle in open space. So we'll see what happens with Lamar. We'll see if the Falcons could get in the mix. We know they were sort of in the hunt for Deshaun Watson. By the way, I think it's a good thing the Falcons did not end up with him, but I think obviously Atlanta is going to be in the market for a new quarterback. Now, do you want to be a part of our mailbags in the future, and do you want more mailbag videos? Well, let us know by liking the video. If we get tons of likes on today's show, hit that like button. We'll know, hey, they like this content, and we'll get you guys more involved in the future. So like the video if you want more Falcons mailbags. Also, answer this question. Do you think the Falcons have a chance to get Lamar Jackson? Type Y for yes, type in for no. It's not a great chance, but I think it's certainly possible if things go sour up in Baltimore. From Fiery Alt, what do you think the chances of trading away someone like Grady Jarrett or Jake Matthews for draft capital next season? Both sides of the line need upgrades, so if they can get two decent linemen with those picks, I won't be mad. Now, you know, Grady Jarrett, Jake Matthews aren't getting any younger, and maybe they could get you some picks in return. You certainly do need to get better in the trenches. I definitely agree with that. I think Grady, is the more likely trade candidate out of the two. I think he's going to have more value, but I wouldn't rule out anything on the trade market for Atlanta. From ER Product, are we going John Pope here, Rolly? Let's go to John Pope. Who do you think the Falcons should target with their first round pick? Well, if you don't go out and get a different quarterback in free agency, you can't rule out the possibility of drafting a quarterback. Now, it'll depend where the Falcons end up in the draft. If they're, picking at pick number 12, you may have to trade up for somebody, or maybe you get someone in the second round, because I'm not a big fan of Will Levis personally. But if not, I think you're thinking trenches, offensive and defensive line, certainly a possibility there. So we'll see what happens. Quarterback is obviously a need, though. They got to figure out who their gunslinger is for next season, if it's not going to be a guy like Desmond Ridder, because I think we all know it's not Marcus Mariota. Now, who do you want the Falcons to take in the first round of the NFL draft? Name a player or a position of what you would like to see the Falcons do. Drop it down below in the comment section. Now, today's show is sponsored by Fetch, and Fetch is a cool app that you can download for free on Apple or Android, iPhone or Android, I should say. And what it allows you to do is open the app and scan receipts that you can ultimately turn into gift cards, and we're going to give you 5,000 bonus points off the bat if you go to chatsports.com/fetch and use promo code chat. Just look how easy this is. We'll play this little video for you guys, and it's very easy. You open the app there, boom, app is open. Click that orange icon at the bottom there. That's the camera button, and then you get your pile of receipts. You start scanning them, literally any receipts from anywhere. You pump up gas. You go to the restaurant. I used to be the person when, the person at the checkout line says, do you want your receipt? I would say no. Now I take my receipts every time because I scan them, get points, then I can throw them away because, hey, those points add up quickly. And once you get to 10,000 points, you can turn that into a $10 gift card from Amazon, from Walmart, from Target, movie theaters, AMC, all kinds of restaurants, pretty much any major restaurant you can think of. So, hey, scan your receipts. Get points. It's free. It takes about 20 seconds. I do it every day, or every time I at least get a receipt, every other day, whatever it is. Go to chatsports.com/fetch. Use promo code chat to get 5,000 bonus points to start out. Download the app today. All right, we got Ty Lesnak. Do you think Arthur Smith isn't benching Mariota because he doesn't want to be wrong about bringing him in? I don't know what the reason is, but, there's deep theories of, well, he benched him before in Tennessee. Maybe he doesn't want to do him dirty and bench him again. It's like, well, you're in the playoff hunt, in the mix, despite being 2 games below 500. Don't you want to try and make the playoffs and win this division? I don't know. That's what I would try to do. I mean, Marcus Mariota is a good dude. He's a good backup. He's just not a starting quarterback. He wasn't in Tennessee. He was a backup in Vegas for a reason, and he should be a backup now because he's very average. Is he a top 32 quarterback? Probably. He's probably the 30th, 31st, somewhere in there. But outside of the top 20, 22, you don't really have a high-level starter. I don't know if Desmond Ridder can be that, but you spent a third-round pick on him. Don't you think giving him some starts to find out makes some sense? Because you very well might have a new quarterback next year, and Desmond Ridder may not have even gotten the time of day, and I don't think that really makes sense, to me at least, on that front. Jeremy Demand, how would you feel if Aaron Rodgers came to Atlanta or Josh Jacobs? I mean, look, I personally think Aaron Rodgers is a weird dude, but if you wanted to play a couple years in Atlanta, I certainly would not say no. I'd rather have Lamar Jackson, but Rodgers could be more attainable in a trade. Josh Jacobs, I mean, in free agency, bring back Cordero Patterson, go with Jacobs and CPAT. CPAT could play some receiver as well. Now, I will say this, Rodgers still having a decent year, but for his standards, hasn't been great. He's been battling a thumb injury. Now he's got some rib injury issues as well, so he hadn't been fully healthy. Obviously, he doesn't have Devontae Adams anymore, and he's also older. I mean, he's not going to play forever, but if he wants to keep playing and doesn't want to keep playing in Green Bay, I do think a lot of teams will be interested, and I do think Atlanta likely would be one of those teams, as a big-time quarterback could make this team a playoff team. Subscribe to the channel, as we will keep you updated on all of the latest Falcons news and rumors. We'll answer more questions on future videos as well. All you got to do is subscribe. That way you don't miss any of it. Wills Fox, do you think Desmond Ridder will be a bust? It's kind of the point I just made. We're never going to know until they play him, right? We got to see him play. I didn't love Ridder coming out, but I did like him. I thought second, third round was proper value, and that's where he went. I think he has good intangibles. He's a leader. He led Cincinnati to the college football playoff as a group of 5 team, the only team that's ever done that, and he was a big reason why. So why not give him a shot? Like I keep saying, well, if you lose this week, then maybe next week's the week he starts. Well, the Bucs keep losing too, so you're still in the playoff hunt, and maybe Arthur Smith believes that Mariota gives this team the best chance to win. If that's true, then maybe Ridder's not that great, but I think they should put him in the game and see if he could be. Got JC Tornado. Why not put in true talent, give others a chance, start looking QB first round this time? Mariota is not the answer. Agreed. Get real raw talent in free agency. Let's get rid of the fifth wheels and start learning from past disastrous years after effed up Super Bowl of 2016. We need to beat Tampa Bay and or win at least couple games, I'm guessing. Not sure how the rest of that question ends, but I do agree. You need a QB. You need more raw talent. Now, it takes time to get there. Once you traded, Matt Ryan and kind of entered this mini rebuild, again, I told you guys before the season, I thought this would be one of the worst teams in the NFL. That has not been the case. They have played better than expected, but I would still give Desmond Ridder a look, and if he doesn't look the part, then yeah, you got to upgrade at quarterback, and then you go from there. Robert Smith, why did Arthur sign Mariota in the first place? He knew what he was when he got benched for Tannehill? Or how about why so many holes on this team? Why did they waste their top 2 picks in a row on wide receivers, especially when you know who your QB was going to be? Well, I don't think Mariota's a long-term guy, so I'm not mad at the Drake London and Kyle Pitts pick. Now, if you don't have a good quarterback by next year in place, then yeah, you're kind of like, well, you got these dynamic playmakers, but you don't have anyone that can get them the ball. So I definitely understand the thinking on that process, but I still like Pitts as a player. I still like London as a player. You just got to get the right quarterback, and then everything else will fall into place. All right, guys, appreciate all the questions submitted on today's mailbag. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, like I said, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys soon here at Falcons Today.